In this video, we're going to talk about the all-new Marhar Darkside, a camber dominant twin. This is a board that gives an homage back to the late 90s, early 2000s. A board that, if you ride it fast, you get the finesse you need out of it. You have to be a little more aggressive with it and assertive. It's a board that it wants you to drive it hard.
What the hell are you doing there? Thought I would do this review this time. Oh. Since, you know. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll leave. Yeah, cool. This is your review, bud. Yeah, you get out of here. Oh. Alright, guys, let's dive into this.
This board features a camber 2.0, so it's traditional camber into a small flat section and then a little bit of rocker out in the tip and the tail. So it's kind of a cam rocker, it's kind of a mix between the two. Basically, you're going to get the load and spring of traditional camber, but you're going to have that ease of entry where that flat and rocker are. Also, when the board is weighted, you're going to notice that that little bit of rocker gives it a little more loose feel out in the tip and the tail. It's going to be better in pow ever so slightly. But then again, this isn't really a board for going to just crush pow with.
The Darkside is the stiffest board in the Marhar lineup that I've ridden. It's got a very tiny sweet spot right out by the up kicks and the tip and the tail, and then it progressively stiffens up underfoot. There's not a lot of torsional flex to it. It's a very damp, stable ride. You could run over a moose and think you hit a garden hose. That's how stable it is. Chatter, non-existent. This board is stiff and stable. If you know how to ride camber, then you know you got to load it up to get pop. And if you load this board up, you're going to get snap. Now, if you load this board up and engage it right where the flat spot is outside the camber zone, you're going to get a lot of snap. This board's really designed for big jumps first. It can handle small and medium, but you want to take this board off bigger jumps. It's got that stability you want and snap for it. If you have legs of steel, you're going to be able to butter with this. If you don't, you're fucked. This is a board that fights you the whole way. You have to be aggressive. That sweet spot in the tip and the tail where there's that little flat zone, you want to engage it right on that. And if you don't engage that perfectly, yeah, you're fucked. Just straight fucked. And that carries over to jibbing. That is the sweet spot you want to lock into on nose and tail presses. If you don't, just give up, man, because it's going to be the most soggy press you've ever done. Getting sideways on the rail, this board doesn't hug it. It more or less teeter-totters on it due to the flex. Now, I did ride a production sample, so I've heard that they softened it up a little bit. Not sure. Probably going to try to ride this board again just to see what little tweaks they do for it for the 2018-19 season. But for now, the 17-18, it's a little aggressive from what I rode. The side cut needs to be deeper on this board, or there needs to be more torsional flex to it, because mellow carves were about what I could do on this board. I could set it up on edge, but I couldn't rail a turn with it. I couldn't load the tail up and get it to spring out of a carve. You got it on edge, and then you just sort of arced it from one side of the trail to the other, doing very mellow carves with it. I would definitely recommend this board for that old school rider that wants a camber dominant board, something that just has that feel of the late 90s, early 2000s. With a lot of snap that's very aggressive. This is for someone with tree trunks for legs or someone that's just going to charge as hard as fucking possible all day long. These are some other camber dominant boards that I think you should be looking at to compare this to. The Arbor Relapse, the K2 Happy Hour, the Solomon Mans board, the Sims Juice, the Ride Helix, the Rome National.
Remember to comment, share, subscribe, and like this video. That way you can see all the relevant or irrelevant snowboarding content that we're putting out for you guys. So smash that bell down below, that way you're getting a notification. And I'll see you guys in another video. If you've been enjoying all these product reviews and you haven't been buying through our affiliate program, which is down there, why don't you check out our Patreon? This is a great way for you to get involved with us. There's some great rewards on there, and it helps fund us so we can do more product reviews for you guys that enjoy what we're doing.